welcome everyone to your full moon in Capricorn. I hope you guys are doing great out there. Not only is this the full moon in Capricorn, it's also the strawberry moon, strawberry harvest time. Okay, so this full moon in Capricorn brings this potent climax to your professional life, long-term goals, and personal boundaries. Okay. It's going to have the influence, of course, of Saturn, because Saturn is Capricorn's planet. So it's ruled by Saturn. So there's going to be a lot of structure, a lot of discipline, a lot of karma. This creates this kind of cosmic tug-of-war between public ambition and private emotional security. So it's going to require you to balance your hustle with self-care. Okay, so let's get in here and see what card comes out and see how Tarot wants you to understand this collective at this time for everybody. Then I will get to your individual sign. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Okay. Well, it's the full moon in Capricorn, but it says, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and let you know that your hard work is paying off at this time. Beautiful. Let's see what we got going on over here. Let's use a portal card. And then I'll get some clarifiers. The Halls of Anonymity Initiation. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. Interesting, guys. Very awesome cards to be pulling over here. So you have this new moon in Capricorn and the Halls of Anonymity Initiation. So it's almost like the collective is undergoing this massive energetic upgrade for you. With this new moon in Capricorn, it's indicated this complete reset regarding how you build your legacy. It's like sitting next to this Halls of Anonymity. This is not just a physical shift. It is a spiritual initiation into the ancient wisdoms, soul responsibilities, and this higher cosmic laws here, right? Beautiful cards. So you're being tested to see if you're ready to lead. Interesting. So let's grab a card under the new moon in Capricorn. I like where this is going for you guys. For everyone, because we're all the collective. So under the new moon in Capricorn, it says, focus on your blessings. Nice. Your hard work is paying off. Focus on the blessings. See, let's get a card over here. The Halls of Anonymity. Shifting your perspective. I'm going to use the light and the darkness cards over here for this one. This is going to be the gift of yes. Wow. Okay. Wow, this just gets better and better here, guys. So clarifying over here. Let's just clarify one more time using some tarot cards. Ooh. The gift of yes. Focus on the blessings has the Emperor. And the yes is the wheel. Wow. So it just feels like, wow, you have the Wheel of Fortune over here. So it's saying, say yes to the dress. It's like you're getting, everything is shifting. You know now it's 100% a shift because the wheel says, I'm shifting you into this luck. I'm shifting you into your hard work is paying off. So it just feels like to successfully pass this initiation, you know, it's commanding you to master your mindset. Right? You have the Emperor over here that demands the structure, discipline, and this emotional sovereignty. But it warns against this like rigid control that could be going on within your life. So it's kind of like the way you want to claim this power is through gratitude, right? Focus on your blessings. Right? It's kind of like looking into the shadow as well, because we have the light into the darkness over here. So it's breaking you down from any kind of generational cycles, unconscious self-sabotage. By bringing the light into your fears, you trigger this wheel of fortune that's completely in your favor. So it's saying, yes, you're initiating this treasure uncovered, which is the wheel. The wheel says, I'm spinning for you. So I mean, this is the complete green light for everyone. You know, it's like the collective is kind of resounding, blowing its horn. All we needed was in seriousness, all we needed was the judgment card, right? Because it's saying, I'm waking you up. And you're divinely backed to this yes card, because you have two major arcana sitting over here. The wheel and the emperor. So it's saying, I'm sending you this way. I'm moving you actively into this direction of where your hard work is paying off. Okay. The obstacles are clearing away. Karma is rebalanced. And it's like the collective is, which is all of us, right? Is almost like we're being propelled, right? We're being propelled forward into this like lucrative structure, and then being highly aligned for this new chapter to come in. So what a shift everyone is going through when it comes to this full moon in Capricorn. It's saying, I'm shifting everyone out. I'm giving everybody the opportunity to see how we're going to build upon what structures we've been doing for the last, maybe even from Capricorn season. And don't put yourself into a lack of mindset, because now is not the time. Now is the time to be the owner, be the emperor. You're stepping into emperor mode through this shift. So let's get in here, guys, and start breaking it down. Scorpio Sagittarius, let's see what's going on with you in this full moon in Capricorn. Next reading I have out will be the Mercury retrograde. And then I'll just start the Astro Dice for the new month. I did put up an all cusps into the month reading for everyone. I'll have it in the end screen. Okay. The back of this video for you to click on that if you haven't watched that. It's also in the playlist. Okay. Okay, guys. On top of your hard work paying off with the new moon in Capricorn, you do have the Seven of Pentacles coming out. And over here on the initiation, you do have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. I like it, though, because the Seven of Coins to the Four of Pentacles shows you stepping into this highly practical phase. You could even be being very strategical about what you're doing. And it's going to be with your material world, because it's all coins. If you know it's love, that's fine. Okay. It's it's just a general reading, guys. Okay. But for now, it's talking about this practical world, how you're being practical, no matter what the situation truly is. But with the Seven of Coins, it is showing that you're pausing, stepping back to evaluate where your long-term investments are coming from. It's like you've labored, you've used patience, and now you're looking at the seeds that you've planted and trying to decide what's actually giving you the highest return or investment. So if it's a love situation for you guys and you know it's love, then you see, is this love really paying off? Are we getting closer? Am I wasting my time with someone who doesn't want to give back to me, who doesn't want to grow with me? They're just wasting my time, right? Or a job or an investment, whatever it might be. Okay. So with the Four of Coins, it's this full preservation mode. You're tightening your grip on this situation. Excuse me. Yet under this Capricorn full moon, you're fiercely, almost auditing your life to protect your security. You're like giving it an audit. You're looking at all the investments, all the time spent, all the things that were going on within the situation. Did I budget right? Did I give too much energy to this person? Am I giving this person too much attention and they're not giving anything back to me? Excuse me. But you're holding tight to what you have until, it just feels like until you're done auditing. I'm not going to let this go until I go through all the pros and cons of this situation. Okay. So pretty much the Capricorn full moon wants you to look at all the situations and see where the stability truly is. And is the hard work that you're doing really paying off in the way you want it to pay off? Okay. So getting some, yeah, you got the Emperor to the Emperor over there. You're already showing that the overall energy for the collective is the Emperor. And now you're coming up and saying with the Emperor. Okay. Emperor to the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you are thinking deep about that. I mean, this Emperor card's demanding that you step into this absolute executive, like leadership mode over here with this structured authority. I'm really looking at this. It's like, is it wasting my time? Because if anything is not going the way it's supposed to go, and you being in this Emperor mode, right, it's a waste. You're going to feel like it's a waste of time. You know, because right now you're going to feel like you are the ruler of your own world, your own life, your finances, your boundaries, where you need to be, what you want, and you're creating the rules and structures that ensure this long-term success, okay? If this person isn't doing, or this situation isn't helping me continue to feel like the Emperor, like where I'm supposed to be, I got to get it out. We're going to cut it out with the sword over here. Because the Ace of Swords slices clean through any lingering doubts, any confusions, anything that doesn't feel like, you know what, that's it. Because I'm going to hold tight to this. But if my mind says, and I come to the conclusion that this situation just drains me of my money, my time, my efforts, and is not paying off the way I want to, my love, right? So it's going to allow you to make those very quick decisions with absolute authority, because you're the Emperor. And you're going to have the undeniable mental clarity that allows you to do so. You're going to see so clear whether holding on to this is worth it or not. Should we stay or should we go now? Should I slow down in what I'm doing? Should I pick up the pace? Should I just completely let it go? You know what I'm saying? Is like, does it need more time to grow? You're going to come to these decisions, but you're going to know exactly which way it needs to be. Okay? And that's what it's doing. It's saying, look at what you're doing over here. I want you to see it for what it truly is. Because if you're wasting your time somewhere, my friends, life is short. Okay? And you do not want to be giving out, especially love or even time. It doesn't even matter what it is, truly. You could say love to someone who's not going to participate in giving it back to you the way that you want it, because there's 1,000 fish in the sea. To be wasting it on somebody who doesn't appreciate you and give out the love and the joy that you give. Same with the job. If you're not happy in that job, there's 1,000 jobs out there that you could find that could actually bring happiness, joy, money, extra blessings. There's no reason to be sitting at a job that you freaking hate, you know, or doing something that you hate. If you're investing money into one stock market and that stock market just sucking you dry because it keeps going down and losing your money, there's other stocks out there that you could put money into to actually gain money. See what I'm saying? There's always an alternative. There's no such thing as it's only one. And that's really what it feels like Spirit is making you understand here. You are the Emperor. You can do this. Don't let something drain you dry. Yeah, nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected and you'll find a way. Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's some motivational energy right there. Right. It's pretty much the same thing I just said. Right? You can envision anything that needs to be done. There's not just one. Okay. So, Scorpio Sag, this is just you pretty much taking control over your material empire, your love empire, whichever pillar you're on over here, love, money, wealth, health, whatever it is. And the universe is urging you to stop waiting passively to step into this power. Okay, cut through what's not serving you. Look at it. Look at it for what it truly is. But always remember that nothing is impossible. Okay. Having even maybe those rough conversations. I just heard that too. Don't forget the rough conversations, because the Ace of Swords also is about having those conversations. Right? Not just thinking, but also having the conversations if you're dealing with another person to get down to the nitty-gritty. That will also make you aware of, is this going to grow or is this a waste of my time? You will know by the way that they're speaking to you, right? Okay, guys, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.